How do you add and subtract fractions? The rule for adding and subtracting fractions is very simple if the fractions have the same denominator. In that case, you simply leave the denominator alone and you add or subtract the numerators. For example, if I want to add 1/5 to 2/5, they have the same denominator, so I leave the denominator alone and I simply add the numerators. 1 plus 2 gives me 3. If I'm trying to add fractions that have different denominators, like 1/2 and 1/3, I can't simply add the numerators because the denominators disagree. They aren't like fractions. But I can rewrite these fractions so that they do have the same denominator. You should recall that 1/2 and 3/6 are equal to each other. They're equivalent fractions, both representing 1/2. 1/3 is the same as 2/6. They both represent 1/3. I've converted these fractions, 1/2 and 1/3, into equivalent versions involving the common denominator, 6. I can now say that adding 1/2 and 1/3 is the same as adding 3/6 and 2/6. With the denominators in agreement, I can simply add the numerators and I get 5/6. If I had been subtracting these fractions, 1/2 minus 1/3, I would still convert them, 3/6 minus 2/6, and using the common denominators and the rule for subtracting fractions with common denominators, I would simply subtract 2 from 3 and get 1/6. And that's how you subtract or add fractions.